This is Altorum Lorentz IoT-based, cloud-based SCADA system. What you see on the screen is a first view of the dashboard, where you see number of plants installed, number of IoT gateways installed, and how many of them are operational and how many of them are compliant. Everything that you see on the screen is configurable. For example, for this customer it is planned, but for any other customer it can be energy meter or a flow meter or anything that is related to the instrumentation can be configured. The location also can be changed. For example, if it is a specific state and not the country, instead of India map, we can pull over the map of our state along with the district where the controllers or instrumentation devices are installed. When we hover on the state, we get what is the performance of the plant that is within the state, and this gives you an overall view of how a particular energy meter or a plant is performing. What you also have is an overall view of how many plants are installed, how many meters are installed, and what is their performance. So in this case, it is a location that you see on the screen where the plants are running. If it is green, it means the plant is running and all the parameters that are configured within the plants are compliant. If it is ash in color, that means while the IoT gateway is installed, the gateway in itself is not running, therefore data is not being pushed onto the cloud system. If there is red, that means the plant is running, data is received to the cloud, but the parameters that are being monitored are not within the compliant range. Now, if we click on any of these plan, for example, I click on this plan, what we get is a time series graph of how each of the parameters are performing. There is an option to select start and end date hours as well, and this can be as per the shift, and the report can be downloadable as well. Now, going back to the main dashboard, there is another option where you can actually look at the grid view of the entire plant. Now, if you just toggle this, you'll get a grid view as how each of the plants are performing. So instead of map view, if a grid view is required, that is also possible. And depending on the state, there is an option to filter on the state. In other cases, if it is a state in itself, you can filter on the districts as well. So if I, for example, filter on Karnataka, the map gets, the application gets refreshed, and only the plants that are installed in Karnataka are seen. Now, this is also clickable, and we can hover on this. You can see what is the compliance state for each of the parameters that is set here. Now, this is the view that we saw as how the graphs are performing, how the dashboard is performing. Now we will see how the setting has to be made. Everything within this application is configurable. Once the controllers are installed, you can actually configure the devices like this. The one that are already configured is what I'm trying to show here. So in this page, you can set up all the tags. If it is a power meter, you can set up the tags that are related to power meter. Like, for example, you can set up kWh, what is a minimum threshold, what is a maximum threshold. And depending on the value that you actually set up here, your RAG report that you have seen in the first screen, where you can see if it is working as per the expectation or not, will all depend on the parameters that are set up here. You can also assign what are the units of measurement for a specific parameter using one or more of the units in this dropdown. If the unit is not within this dropdown, that can be introduced with no efforts as well. Now, going back to the main screen, which is the dashboard screen, you will also have an option to view the raw data, which means the value that is coming from the controller or from the energy meter. That can be done using going to device management option, and within device management, when you select the customer detail and the gateway. For example, I want to look at this gateway. You will have an option to see how the raw data is coming through. So this is the value that is being received from the field as of now. So this is the live data. There is another option within this where you can go back to analytics screen, and within analytics screen you get an option to download the data for the time range that you are looking for, and depending on how each of the parameters are performing, you can also have an option to set up the dashboard. So when you see there is no data, you just get a blank report, and these graphs are all configurable. And it can be configured by the user themselves. If I go to edit and change the graph here, so instead of gauge, if I want to see a time series graph, it will automatically change, and you have an option to select the time range from and to date and apply the time range. And you will also get an option to download the data into Excel sheet or CSV format for the time and date range that you would want to evaluate the data offline. So by and large, these are the functionalities available within the software, and any reports can be configured as per the user requirement without any major changes to the system. There are alerts and notifications that can be triggered on the web application and also on the mobile application. This entire application that you see on the web can also be made available on the mobile with minor changes. Like for example, a map cannot be viewed on the mobile with so much of clarity. So instead of that, we'll just have to switch to the grid view. So with such minor changes, there is a mobile application available both on Android and iOS. So this is an overview of the IoT-based, cloud-based SCADA system. Thank you very much.